Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Eric McGrew with Elevated Office Podcast. This video is brought to you by Weaver Arborist and GapArborSupply.com. Today, I'm actually going to be talking to you about why I have two different tree climbing helmets, what they do for me, and why I went from just the Pfanner to the Petzl Vertex Vent, and what some of the pros and cons of both of these are. It's gonna not be super in depth, but I will go over some of the features and what I think about them for both of them, okay? So you can buy both of these helmets, by the way, with the Sena Bluetooth system from GapArborSupply.com. So just keep that in mind. All right, so this is my long time helmet. I've had it for a couple of years now. They say that every 5 years a helmet should be replaced, especially like out here in Colorado with the high UV. It would definitely be something I would be looking at replacing 5 years max, because they can get brittle, meaning that if you had a sharp impact, it may potentially fracture. Not saying it will, it could, because the UV dries out the plastics and they don't respond the same way. But that being said, this is the most adjustable helmet that I have found on the market, and I think everybody on my crew agrees that that's kind of the case. So the pros to it are the face shield is extremely durable and solid. This thing has taken some major hits and it's still in really good shape. It has minor dents in it, but nothing significant. And I love the latching on it, how it doesn't latch, but that indentation of space on it where it locks over. Plus, this thing has the ability to have these glasses attached, and you can buy like 4 different kinds of glasses. You can get clear, so I have these smoked, I have clear, they have yellow, they have blue, and I think that is it. So amber, or maybe they have orange too, but they have amber, blue, clear, smoked, and maybe orange, I don't remember. But these just snap in, they snap into the headband, and they just literally pop in like so, and now they're in, and they tuck up inside the helmet, so they're out of your way, plus they're down. Now you also have length adjustment here. You can actually move them in and out, plus you can tilt them so that they don't dig into your nose and things, so they're super handy. You can really adjust them to fit. Now the one thing that I have noticed on these, I sweat a lot, and with these glasses when they're down, because they're on the outside of your headband and that's where they suspend from, sweat from your headband will sometimes run down on the inside of your glasses. Whereas when I'm wearing sunglasses like these, they're tighter to my face just slightly, and the sweat from the sweatband comes down and runs on the outside, and I can wipe it off easy. So it is a bit of an annoyance if you sweat a lot, but these things, not having to have that pressure pushing in on the side of your ear, from your earmuffs, really, really good. So anytime I'm doing chainsaw work climbing, I use this helmet. Now that may sound weird for a lot of you guys, but like these trees that you see around me that I was swinging in and stuff earlier, I use my chainsaw once all day. Everything else was loppers, pole saw, and hand saw. I didn't use the chainsaw. So I do a lot of fine pruning, and therefore I don't use the chainsaw all the time. And so for that, I bought this helmet here. And this is the Petzl Vertex. It was the cheapest helmet I could find by Petzl. It was 70, I want to say it's 70 or 80 bucks, brand new, from Gap Arbor Supply. It sits high on your head in comparison to the Pfanner, the Protos Pfanner. And it does have major vents on the side that open and close on both sides. You can attach the 3M muffs to them, so you can put earmuffs on it. It does have a visor to put on it, like a face shield visor like this one, but it's flimsy and I do not like it. you are, but you can get the plastic visors, and I actually bought one of those. So I bought the clear plastic visors. I'll be putting that on soon. You guys will see what that's like. Has really handy adjustment pieces right here to cinch it down on your head. How long they'll last, I'm not sure. They feel very plasticky, so I don't know. But the thing is like less than half the weight of the Pfanner. This thing is less than half the weight of the Pfanner. So what that means is when I'm doing pole saw work on the ground for hours at a time, which I do sometimes, that looking up, it hurts my neck with the Pfanner. But with this, it's much more manageable, and I still have head protection. Now, you're not getting the side protection in this one that you get with this one. This has the best coverage of all tree climbing helmets on the market. This one does not have nearly that protection, but it's good enough for what I need to do with that. And one thing I should mention about the Pfanner is that it also has a vent. I can't close it because I have a sticker over it because I always keep this thing open. But it does have a vent that you can open and close. And this helmet, while I love it to death, it is very hot. Whereas this one, because of all the suspension in there and all the venting, is not hot. I love this thing for the cool breeziness. So if I'm not using comms, like Zephyr was in this tree here, I was over here, we were only like 20 foot apart, we were only 30 foot up, and we weren't using chainsaws much. We could communicate without the Sena units, and I would climb in this helmet just for lightweight comfort and different things like that. So I did just buy this one a few days ago because I was having a crick in my neck because I did like 5 hours of pole saw work, and it was just, this helmet's so heavy for looking up like this all day. So I did buy this one for that particular reason, and for light climbing and stuff like that. I do like it. I won't buy muffs and put them on there. If you buy a face shield, muffs, and the Sena unit and put it on this helmet, it ends up being the same price approximately as this helmet, maybe $20 cheaper as the Pfanner. So keep that in mind. You're not getting like a still of a deal on this unless you wear it in the bare bones form. Now these, the ear muffs do tuck up inside and they don't get caught on branches and stuff. Whereas if you put the 3M earmuffs on this one, or a like helmet, the Cask or any of the other ones, you're gonna run the risk of them getting caught because they're on the outside where these holes clip through. And so it's less convenient, it's a bit more bulky and things. But the 3M earmuffs do seal better around your ears than the Pfanner ones do. So if I'm doing chipping, lots of chainsaw work, or big wood, I always wear this helmet in the tree and even on the ground if I'm doing like big felling and stuff for a branch to come down. If I am doing pole saw work, hand pruning with pole saws, loppers, or a handsaw with mild chainsaw work, I use this one, but I use earplugs if I'm going to use a chainsaw while I'm wearing this one. So I hope that helps you guys out. Please don't forget to check out Elevated Office Podcast. That's my podcast. I think you'll like it. Also, don't forget to go check out GapArboristSupply.com and Weaver Arborist. I'll see you guys in the next one.